As grant money allows, this is a 6-month to a year project is what this is. We were trying to clean out as many of the creeks as we can in town, and we'll keep going until the money runs out. At the present time though, we're just having to hit the ones that are the worst right off the bat and then working our way down. And there's some people want us to move faster on theirs than we are others, but you know, the importance is the way we have graded them over the years from the flooding issues we've had. This creek cleaning project that we have going on is a way to put people back to work and give them a skill to where that they can fall back into the workforce in the future. It's also very vital for us to clean up these creeks because the fact is that from the tornadoes and the flooding that we've had, our debris buildup in the creeks has become huge over the years. And this way we have a chance to clean them out and get the water flow going the way they need to be. The idea was it was generated through our mayor. He'd run across a national emergency grant that was offered, and he put us in touch with them, and we went out and discussed the issue with them. And it's basically to help clean up debris from tornadoes and floods. And by us putting this together with the national emergency grant, it accommodates the city of Shawnee and also solves a lot of our problems where we don't have enough workforce to obtain all the work that needs to be done as far as cleaning up these creeks. The people that's cleaning out these creeks is employed through workforce, and again they are working through the National Emergency Program where that they are hired to clean out these creeks. It's to build a skill to help put these people back to work. And they're not allowed to run the city equipment, but they stockpile the bigger debris on the edges of the roadway. And on Fridays, the Shawnee crews come along and they pick all this stuff and haul it out. The smaller stuff, we grind it up and just put it back into the ditch itself because it's just basically particles is what it is. Chainsaws is allowed. They're not allowed to take out the vegetation, just only the tree debris is what they're allowed to take out. Anything that's related to storms. This creek here originates from over here on Main Street, and it runs through Buck Drive and then on through here at 9th Street, and then it winds up over there beside the bowling alley where it originally comes in at. This picks up all the water flow from this area, and then of course it's transferred through culvert pipes and everything to the river. This issue was here, we had a lot of flooding issues in this area, and by having this workforce here helping us, this is going to open up the creeks where it flows a lot easier. The importance of cleaning out these creeks, as you know, is there's a lot of flooding at times when we have the 5-inch rains, and this is what moves the water from here on out to the river. And so by those employees being out here through the workforce, cleaning this up, it allows this to flow more freely. And when you have debris piling up, it starts flooding out other people's houses or getting up close to their houses anyway. And this way, it more or less was built into the system years ago, and over the years it's not been managed very well due to manpower or citizens participating as far as cleaning it up. This grant's managed through the East Central workforce, and of course again it's the board members that make all this come together, and our mayor was involved in that. It's a great asset for the city of Shawnee. There is no way that we could possibly get this done with the manpower that we have, and as you might be aware that there is issues around here that we do have flooding problems at times, and we have to break off our other projects the city has going on in order to come out here and maintain this. With this here, they've relieved us with a lot, and it also gives these people a chance to kind of get out into the workforce and get some skills built up, and it'll give them an opportunity to get back into work. From the floods and the tornadoes that caused this problem, they're helping us tremendously. The relationship between workforce and the city of Shawnee has been greatly beneficial to the citizens of this town. not only because of the ability to clean out these creeks under the federal grant that they have, but also we don't have the manpower to handle all this ourselves. This will eliminate some flooding that we have in this town, and then there'll be some areas that we'll have to go back and address it with means of construction of working on the drainage ditches and everything. But at the present time, as you can see behind me, this creek here, it was a problem in the past, and yet they've cleaned it out now where the water flow is going to push right on through. So I don't see a downfall of this situation at all. These creeks are very vital to the city as far as for moving water out of the city and everything, keeping it from flooding. Over the years, people have basically cleaned up around their place and they'll just throw it into the creek. And it might not affect them at that point, but people downstream, it does affect because it'll lodge up against structures and culverts and things like that. So if the citizens would, instead of throwing it into the creek, would put it on curb, we have a disposal company in town that will pick that stuff up, and it'll help keep these creeks a lot cleaner than what they have been in the past.